Once upon a time, in a small village nestled beside a sparkling blue lake, lived a fluffy white dog named Cloud. Cloud wasn't just any dog. His fur was as white as the snow-capped mountains in the distance, and his eyes held the gentle wisdom of the ages. Cloud loved his village and spent his days exploring its winding paths, greeting the villagers with a wagging tail and a happy bark. He was especially fond of the children, who would often gather around him, burying their faces in his soft fur. One day, a thick fog rolled in from the lake, blanketing the village in an eerie silence. The villagers, used to the cheerful sounds of daily life, grew anxious. Old Man Fitzwilliam, the village elder, remembered a legend about a magical fog that could steal away the village's joy. Sensing the fear, Cloud sprang into action. He knew he had to do something. With his keen sense of smell, he followed the edge of the fog, his white fur a beacon in the gloom. He padded along the misty paths until he came to the lake. There, swirling in the center, was a dark mass, the source of the fog. Without hesitation, Cloud plunged into the icy water. He swam with all his might towards the darkness, barking with a courage that echoed across the lake. The dark mass pulsed, and the fog grew thicker, trying to push him back. But Cloud pressed on, his white fur gleaming in the dim light. Finally, he reached the center and leaped onto the dark mass. He began to lick it, his tongue working tirelessly. As he licked, the darkness began to shrink, and the fog started to dissipate. Slowly but surely, the dark mass disappeared, and the fog lifted, revealing the sparkling blue lake once more. Exhausted but triumphant, Cloud swam back to shore, where the villagers were waiting, their faces filled with relief and gratitude. They showered him with praise and affection, realizing that their little white dog was not just a pet, but a true hero. From that day on, Cloud was known as the guardian of the village, and every time the fog rolled in, the villagers knew they could count on their brave, fluffy white dog to protect them.